Hey everyone, just doing another video, this time covering structs in C++. So this is straight off the back of my one doing enums, so I'm just going to use the project I have set up for that. So if we just open up the code file, we've got kind of the data class that I've made to do the enum. If you haven't watched that, it's really simple. You just need to include the generated file, and there's just kind of the default stuff in the CVP, but pretty much everything's in the header like normal. So it's going to define a new structure here. The syntax for that is just UStruct, BlueprintType, Struct, and here's our name. And standard UE4 naming convention is put an F at the start of structs, so it's going to go like F, WeaponData, or something. Then you do need to include generated UStruct body. That's just one of these uniform macros that kind of does something with that in the annual header tool, no doubt. And now essentially just list your properties. So I make sure I tag all these as UPROPERTYs as well. It just helps with it kind of all working in Blueprint. So BlueprintReadWrite, category. Then essentially just define your property, whatever we want it to be. So let's say that we want player. I'm just going to copy and paste this new property. Once we go back there, let it. Now we're just going to use TEnumAsByte. I guess this is kind of related to the enum tutorial as well, so that is the way that it wants you to, so the TEnumAsByte template class is how it wants you to interact with enums in Blueprint especially, so we'll just do that. Just keep that weapon, and let's do one more as ammoCount or something. Call that a day. So that should be everything that we need for that struct to work out, and I've already got that included at the top from the enum example up the top of there. So I will just shut the engine, rebuild, just because it's always a bit cleaner, especially when you're messing around with data types. That hot reload's good, but it does tend to cry when you change the data type files. And just quickly double check that's all working. We should now be able to use that struct as per usual in code and in Blueprint. So now if we kind of get a new variable, current weapon data or something, and we can choose weapon data, and just kind of like a normal Blueprint declared struct, we can break it and use these exactly as usual. Make it, set it, do whatever we need with it, and that is pretty much just all the usual functionality from Blueprint. Yeah, and that's all you need for the struct. Obviously in C++ you just treat it like any other struct. So you just, get it like normal. That should be fine. And we're just kind of looking at making it work in Blueprint neatly. So that's it. I'll put the code in the description for easy copy pasting, and that's all.